Hello, everyone. So great to have you on this show today. Money Matters Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to welcome our guests, Lamont Harris himself, and also want to welcome all our viewers. Thank you for being on this show. And today we're going to be talking about money, everything that has to do with empowerment, enriching yourself. So great to have you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I just want to introduce what the show is all about. Money Matters. It's a movement where we all talk about how to make money, manage money, and multiply money. We're focused on financial discipline, financial planning, and financial discipline, basically. And what we do is, how do you save? How do you raise capital for your business? It starts by saving. But savings is not investments. Savings left in a bank, inflation will take over it. And so we say you save for a particular reason. Either you want to buy a property or you want to go into different types of investments, such that you can be making passive income while you're sleeping, while you're not actively working. Aside from savings, we have the different investment vehicles. We bring people who have a word of knowledge on different investments you can put your money or your savings into. What are the things you can do with your life insurance, health insurance, businesses you can do in the 21st century, and how to market and take your products from just being a service or a product to the people who need them, and how to create a solution to a particular problem. And today we have a special guest with us. His name is Jay Harris. He'll be telling us much about empowerment, women empowerment, how to empower yourself and empower your community. But before I bring him on board, I'd like to introduce myself. I just finished introducing what the show is all about. So my name is Sandra Uko. I'm a Maxwell Leadership Certified Team member, coach, speaker, and trainer. I'm also a member of the Toastmasters as the Vice President, Public Relations. I'm an ITS sales expert of over 20 years, a best-selling author. And just recently, I got gifted the Presidential Lifetime Award. I'm so excited to be alive today, and I'm thankful to God that we have this opportunity to have this great guest who will be taking us on a ride, taking us into a deeper dive on empowerment. But before I bring him on board, I'd like to introduce him so you get to know our guests. Lamont Harris is an international certified transformational speaker, individual and group executive business coach, trainer, and consultant. He's a D.I.S.C human behavior analyst, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging facilitator and author. J. Lamont Harris is the CEO of Curtis Harris Education Foundation Incorporated. As he also serves as the president of Georgia Quality Technical Assistance, Consultation and Training Advisors, and is an executive director and executive leader with the Maxwell Leadership Team member, formerly the John Maxwell Team. He is the co-developer of another seat of the table 2.0 diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging curriculum. Awesome. And the creator of the dimensions of diversity, the game assessment tools. Mr. Harris is certified to facilitate, speak, train, and coach individuals and groups in the areas of leadership development, professionally, professional skills, DISC human behavior analysis, and personal growth. As a SHRM SCP credential holder, working to maintain their credential well as business, educational institutions, and individuals seeking professional growth opportunities. All HR-related educational offerings identified with the SHRM recertification provider badge. Let credentials holders know the program is pre-approved by the SHRM for recertification of professional development credit, PDC. He is equipped with the tools and resources and experience to help individuals and teams improve their productivity, performance, and profitability, as he has served as a facilitator for group workshops, corporate training in leadership, speaking, sales, and coaching skills for leaders throughout the United States of America, Canada, and UK. J. Lamont has over 30 years of experience as a senior training adult educator, motivational speaker, providing hands-on and asynchronous experience, working with all organizational levels to create, promote, and deliver training solutions designed to support organizational business plans and mission. He is passionate about creating an interactive and enjoyable business and leadership environments that supports its goals to help others reach their fullest potential by maximizing their individual talents and God-given skills through lifelong learning. Jay Lamont is known as an enthusiastic edu entertainer and convicted hope dealer because of his dynamic and motivating and sometimes humorous style of speaking, as he brings his astounding strengths into the work world to include leadership, communication, facilitation, and influencing. He delivers career and interactive workshops that include leadership, coaching, mentoring, diversity, and team building through real world and personal experience. And I'm excited to get him on board. The next person you get to see is J. Lamont Harris himself. I'm so glad to have you, sir. Hello. So
thank you, Sandra. Wow, you need some water or to take a breath. That was a lot of reading. Help
it
me out.
is, but that's very great.
Help me out, sister. How you
But
doing?
that's a
How are
lot.
you doing?
That's a lot. And that's what they said. A leader is a lifelong learner. You keep learning. You never stop
You got to
learning.
keep learning, and that's what
Yes,
I want to
sure.
talk about today. I want to talk about today because I always say that there's two things. That one, content without context is a con job. You hear that?
Yeah, dude.
Content without context is a con job, and application, education without application is a failed operation. Meaning it's not going to happen. And I just
True.
believe that paper makes paper. And when I say paper makes paper, the more paper that you get, the more paper you make. Meaning, as a lifelong learner, we want to continue to get certifications and credentials and get our education, because when we have the pieces of paper, we get more paper. That's what it's
Yeah.
truly all about. And that starts at a young age for all of us. And so at our age right now, I ain't telling you my age. At our age right now, hey, I'm still getting paper. I'm getting paper so I can get paper. Okay, I have to. I have to.
You need it.
Well, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about this evening. Because to teach someone about success, you got to be successful. I don't even want to be successful. You see, one of the things that my wife and I'm going to talk about it. We use our mindsets, MINDSETS. The SETS is significance to elevation to transformation to significant. I'm sorry, success to elevation to transformation to significance. So we want to go from being successful to significant. And through that process, we go through the success piece, then we elevate others around us too. And then we transform into people around us. And then we go into significance, because significance is something that's going to last a long time. You can
Sure.
be successful in the morning and unsuccessful in the afternoon. And that's truly what the goal is how do we move? How do we plan to move from being successful to being significant? That's what the goal is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So again, today, what I want to talk about is just our business minds. That's one of the key things. I always say that every mind is not a business mind.
True.
And when we have a business mind, we act accordingly. There's certain things that we have to do, and I use the word have, we must do in order to be significant in the business world. That means having a plan of action. And I often say, if you fail to plan, then you plan on failing.
Sure.
That means writing your goals down and then taking them off of the paper, off the computer, off the tablet, off of the phone, and actually putting them into action.
Sure.
You know, I have this stuff I spray it on every day. It's called confidence. Most people spray on cologne and perfume. I spray on confidence. And in order to do this, you can't flinch. You have to have confidence. You have to believe in what you're doing, even if you fail, because failure is good. I failed so many times, but I learned. I learned from my failures. And when you fail, you oftentimes you fall. And when you fall on your knees, you do two things. The first thing you do is you pray. The second thing that you do while you're on your knees is you start crawling, because if you crawl, you can walk, and you get back up, and then you say, I failed. Let me go back and let me look at my failure. What happened? What took place during that moment? And then you start thinking about it, and you said, okay, I failed here. I need to change. That's when you put on your growth muscle. All right. You put on your growth muscle, and you say, okay, I failed here. Let me try it again with my growth muscle working for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute this time. I'm going to go from being successful to significance, because right now I'm in the phase where I have to elevate myself. I failed. Now I'm successful. I got to elevate now. And as I elevate, that means I am doing things intentionally. And we do it three ways: on purpose, for purpose, and with a purpose. I'm going to say it one more time. If everybody listens to you, I'm going to write it down. I'm giving you nuggets tonight. All right.
Yeah.
On purpose, for a purpose, and with a purpose, meaning that everything that we do it on purpose, with purpose. And why are we doing it? We're doing it for a purpose. There's a reason why we're doing it. And then we say with purpose. That means our action, those are actionable items that you have to do. You must do. You cannot just come out with these cookie cutter ideas and say, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to do this. You know what, people, y'all listen to me right now. Y'all wouldn't see me right now had I won the lottery last night. I would have called my sister Sandra and said, Sandra, I can't do it. I won the lottery. Okay, I'm good. So I had to come today on purpose, for purpose, and with purpose. And my purpose is to share. Write this down. Experiential assets. Your experiential assets. These are the knowledge that you bring to the table every day. These are the experiences that you have in life. I use the word frequently. My wife uses it frequently. Why? Because we believe. We believe in using our experiential assets. We believe that we're pretty smart. We believe that we had some challenges. We believe that we've had failures. And we use these as tools of growth, because we've been there already. I failed. I would never fail again in the area that I failed in previously, unless I'm stupid, dumb, something wrong. Would you agree, Sandra? I mean, I'm just saying. It's just like if you touch a hot iron, are you going to touch it again?
No, you've learned to learn.
That's right. So the whole thing is like we use our assets, the knowledge that we already have, and we bring that knowledge into the workplace, into the workforce, into our jobs. Yeah, into your jobs. I don't have a job. See, most people wake up to a job. I wake up to a calling. This is what I do. This is my calling. And my calling is to serve other people. And as a servant leader, it requires us to act, live, and do certain things. Our gait is straight. We walk uprightly before God and mankind, and we do our work. We serve people. And so if you're planning on saying, hey, having a business, if you're planning on starting that business with the right foot, then you have to come on purpose, for a purpose, and with a purpose. You must. And you don't flinch when things don't go right for you. When things don't go right, that doesn't mean retreat. That means fix it. If it's broken, you fix it. Simple. If it's broken, fix it. Stick to your plan. Keep your gait straight. Hold your head high. Keep your shoulders square. And you move forward. You fix it. Because everything is not going to go as planned sometimes. You're going to have some hiccups in the road. And Sonia, you've had some challenges just like I have.
Yeah.
And we're Look at us now. Look at us, sister. Look at us. All right.
We are shining and we're soaring
Yes, yeah.
higher.
So those are some of the things that I immediately that I just want to share, because there's so much that things, a lot of people want what I call shake and bake. They want everything to happen overnight, and it's just not going to happen. One of the suggestions I always tell everybody is getting a coach, having a coach. I have a coach, and I coach people. So you know what I mean. I coach other coaches too. And why is that? Because you need another set of lenses present. Get a coach, have a mentor. I don't profess to know everything. I think I said that at the start, that I was a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a lifelong learner, and part of that means I'm getting, remember I said, paper makes paper. And believe me, God has been good to me in getting my paper. So that's fine with me. I'm going to keep studying and learning and writing and things like that. But people only see, they see they only see what they see is 10% of you. They see all the good stuff. Like people see me on stage, wherever I am. I could be in the UK, I could be in the United States, I could be in the Caribbean, wherever I am. All they see is a nice fresh bow tie and suit, and I'm going to have a microphone, and I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to change people's lives. But they don't know. They fail to realize the 90%. They don't get to see the 90%. They don't see the struggle for me preparing to deliver my speech, to deliver the services, to facilitate, to train. They don't see any of that stuff. But it's like, oh yeah, man, that was good. It was great. But you don't see the work that was put in. Now, I can talk about me. Now I'm going back to your businesses, your organization, your established business, your startup, your pie in the sky, your dream, your vision. All that is going to require work. It requires 90%. It requires you to put in the time that a lot of people will never see. But what they will see the success in your business. They will see the elevation in your business. They will see the transformation in your business. And ultimately, they'll see the significance, because your business is going to make an impact on the community. Your business is going to make an impact on your family. Your business is going to make an impact on a lot of people. So it doesn't happen just overnight. We have to put in the work, and that means a lot of work, Sandra.
Yeah, true.
So when we move forward, I'm not going to hear and preach to the choir. I don't want to preach. I want to teach tonight. I can preach now, but I'm going to teach tonight. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Because I always say that no one has ever stayed the same while at the same time rising. Okay. Rising to a high level. So that means that you have to be willing to change. And so my word for tonight, and everybody watching this, write this down. My words for tonight are, as the music changes, so must the dance. Let me reiterate. As the music changes, so must the dance. And I say that because I said no one has ever stayed the same while trying to reach to a higher level. I mean, to go to a higher level, you have to change. That means we have to change behaviors, attitudes, but most of all, we have to change our mindsets, what we think and what we believe. We have to change those things. I always talk about myself just changing, doing things that sometimes are very uncomfortable. And for all of us tonight, I'm saying get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because to be successful and move to significance, it requires a lot of discomfort sometimes. It requires a lot of discomfort. There are going to be challenges. There are going to be detours. There are going to be potholes. There are going to be bumps in the road. But it still requires change in each and every one of us. And when that change comes about, go with it. Go with it, because change inevitably is very, very good. but you have to prepare yourself for the change, for the shift, for the movement. You know, many of us, we drive automatic cars right now, but I remember I had a stick shift, 5 speed. You change the gears, right? You push it in the clutch. Yeah,
And it's
that's
moving.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right now. You in first gear, you have to what? Push the clutch down, right? To move it to second. And from second, you got to push the clutch down to move it to third. And in third, you got to push the clutch down to go to fourth. And from fourth to fifth, you got to push the clutch down to move it from fourth to fifth. But what's common here is that when we shift gears and when we change, we got to go back to neutral, and we got to push the clutch in. And that's where our change comes into place. If you're in first, go back to neutral first. Assess everything. Then go to second. Then come back to neutral. Do another assessment. Go to third. Then come back to neutral. Go to fourth. Then go to neutral and shift to fifth gear. The neutral place helps us to understand exactly what we're doing. The neutral place is a place of growth. The neutral place is a place of information. We always want to revisit the neutral place. And then we can change. We make change. And while you're changing, listen to the music, because the music is always changing. It's always changing. I love music, first and foremost, because music is something that goes across, generations. It goes across all social, economic communities. It goes across genders. I mean, music is universal.
True.
All types of music. Sandra, what's your favorite type of music? What do you like?
I love very active music.
Oh,
I
she
love
wants
to
to
dance
dance, y'all. She want to dance. All right, I do too. I like active music. Down here
to music.
in Tobago, in the West Indies, we like soca music down here. So we do that. But hey, you up in the DMV area now? They love go-go music up there. Okay,
That's it.
they like go-go up there. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a little go-go. All right. So everybody has different choices, but those choices are still universal in order for us to make change. So making a change is good. And as we do those things, you know, sometimes is we just don't have a desire. And what stops people from reaching their full potential or capacity is what I'm gonna call it. What stops them from reaching their capacity oftentimes is they just lack awareness.
Yeah.
They lack awareness. And when we talk about capacity, I like to blow the cap off the capacity, the CAP. I want to blow the cap off the capacity with something we say no limits. John Maxwell has a book called No Limits. And I teach that oftentimes in my own way. In my own way, I teach it a little bit different. I'm very unorthodox to some people because I am a hope dealer. You read that in my bio, and hope means help other people every day. HOP. And dealer means I'm a dealer. I'm giving nickel bags and dime bags of hope right now, family. I'm giving it out. I'm like Nino Brown. Nickel bags and dime bags of hope, because I believe that we all can achieve something. We all can do something. And for me, my hope, even on my shirts, I have shirts say hope dealer. Um, and I just want to serve. And we gotta look at it that way, that we all have hope. And when I'm talking about no limits, that's one of the courses I'm teaching currently. It's in my hub at the J Cash Leadership and Learning Academy. And No Limits is about a 8-week course, and all of our courses again are certified through a credible and Society for Human Resources Management. And I use John Maxwell book as a tool, because I want to blow the caps off the capacity, because I want people to grow. I want people to take the paper and get more paper. And one of
True.
those things is reading. Leaders, we read books. We read. Leaders read and we read and we read some more. and this platform that we're on tonight, dynamic. This podcast is dynamic, y'all.
Yeah.
Why is it dynamic? I'm gonna tell you why it's dynamic, because of the words what I said earlier. It's on purpose, for purpose, and with the purpose. It's a purpose why we're here tonight.
True.
There's no mistakes. We don't make mistakes. It is bigger than what you probably thinking. I always say sad is the day when we absolutely satisfied with what we're doing. Sad is the day when we're absolutely satisfied with what we're doing. As an entrepreneur, as a business leader, as an educator, as a leader of a household, as a strong woman in a male-dominated society, as a youth, sad is the day when we're absolutely satisfied with our life. Sad is the day. Shame on each and every one of us. Because again, I agree at this point that sometimes all of us have limited ourselves at some point in time. We've doubted ourselves at some point in time. We've quit at some point in time. We have given up the ship at some point in time. For our younger people, I'm saying, I'm calling y'all out too. I don't care. I ain't scared y'all. I'm come through the camera. Younger people, I'm saying, start asking for directions. But when you ask for directions, ask directions for people who already been there. Don't ask directions for people who haven't done anything.
Yeah.
They can't show you anything. I always say who you learn from matters the most. Who you learn from. Young people, I'm telling you right now, you look at somebody that's seasoned, somebody that can be a mentor. Find you a mentor. Find your mentor. Get a mentor. They've been there. They've done that. And for our business people that's on here tonight, you need a coach. Get a coach. You got Sandra. You got me right here. We coach. And then we have one of the best on the planet. I happen to be married to her. Okay. Khadijah Ali Samoon Harris. One of the best coaches on the planet. I'm not saying here in the Caribbean. I'm not saying in the United States. I'm not saying in Canada. I'm not saying the UK. I'm not saying Africa. I am saying on the planet. Khadijah Ali Samoon Harris. You'll hear her name. You'll hear her name. And she just came out with a powerful book. Wow. Women of Worth. It's called Becoming a Woman of Worth. And again, look, I'm pitching right now. Y'all go and buy that book, okay? Because I need some new shoes. We got kids and stuff, okay?
True.
But Khadijah is a powerful force to be reckoned with. And when you think about her and hearing her story, because she's going to talk a little bit about empowerment and what we're talking about tonight, Sandra. We're talking about empowerment. And my wife worked a government job for 15 years. She also ran a janitorial company at the same time, simultaneously. And, the primary caregiver for our children. 3 things. She had 3 jobs and still built something. And then she opened up a nonprofit called the Tower of Power Movement. Come on now. So she's 4 things. So I'm saying if she can do it through resilience and planning, then all of us can do it. All
True.
of us. Each and every one of us. We have to have a blueprint, and then we have to have a plan. We can't just quit. We have to have the resilience. And that part of that resilience means that we just can't just take no for an answer. We can't allow people around us. I know all y'all talking about there's been people around you say you can't do this and you can't do that and things like that. We can't listen to all that stinking thinking. It just doesn't count. It does not work. And when Khadijah tells her story and shares her story, I often look at it and I have to support my wife 100%. And when we talk about empowerment, empowering women, I am an advocate. I am a spoken one person is out there talking about women and supporting women, especially women in leadership. Not only women in leadership to connect and network, but also to mentor young girls. It's a male-dominated world, and BIPOC women, especially Black, Indigenous people of color, BIPOC women have it twice as bad because of their ethnicity, the hues of their skin, their hairstyle, and their woman. So you got two strikes against you walking in the door. And we got to stop that. We have to eradicate that. There's so many strong women, powerful women out here. And again, I'm going back to Khadijah. That's what she's building. She has an inner circle. And an inner circle is nothing but women leaders. And they're empowering each other, networking and doing things together. And that's the power of women uniting, especially BIPOC women. And so for everyone listening, I'm saying that we all have a role in this. We have a part.
Yeah.
And if we see it, then we have to say something. If you don't say anything, that means you agree. Sandra, they agree. They agree. When we're going to stop? We got to change. I said earlier that as the music changes, so must the dance. Family, listen to me. The music has changed. The dances have changed. Now, I don't know what the hell the kids doing out there right now. They're doing some crazy dances, Sandra, and I can't do them. They're doing the old two-step, you know. I'm still doing the two-step. But you know what? The dances have changed and the music has changed. I mean, we got to elevate now. We got to elevate because I'm back to the E. And elevation means that we have to do something. And when we do something, that means that we have to bring the change about. You do, Sandra. I do. The people right now that are listening to us, you got to change something. Go out and lift somebody else up. Elevate somebody else. Elevate. And when I say elevate, that means take them to a higher place. And once you take it to the higher place, I'm going back to the T because I want to let this one go. We go back to the T is to transform them so that they can see it's not about us. None of this is about us. Sandra, you and I had a conversation earlier, and we talked about it. It's truly not about it. It's how we serve other people. That's what it's all about. It's about them, not about me. I'm good. You good. But everyone listening, I'm saying we want to help you so that you can help somebody else. It's mandatory. There's no choice in the matter. Because we go on to the next S, and that was the significance. And that's where I'm bringing this to right now, is that after we've gone through the set, we go to the sets with the S, and that's significance. Be significant in what you do. Your product that you put out there, your work you put out there. Everybody should know you for what you do and what impact you bring. Impact. IMPACT. Action. Courageous conversation and communication. And I go back to the transformation. You have to act on it. You have to do it. And I challenge everyone that's listening to us, that's hearing my voice, seeing my face, and my sister, Sandra, that you act on these things. True. Don't listen to it. If you listen to us now, you're seeing us now, replay it. Replay it 1, 2, 3 times because I want you to get the message. And after you have received the message and you have encoded the message, I want you to decode the message and take action. That means to do something. You can't just listen. You can't just watch. This is a call to action. And this is what my sister said early on. And this is what I'm saying right now. It's a call to action. It's about change. It's about you, and you. It ain't about me. It's all about you. What are you planning on doing? What's your goal? How are you going to get the paper to make more paper? How are you going to go from success to elevation to transformation to significance? How are you going to support women? How are you going to create a plan of opportunity, not only for yourself, but for your family and for your community? How? You know, I always say, if not us, then who? And if not now, then when? There's no better time than now, family.
Sure.
Each and every one of us have an opportunity, but we have a greater responsibility to bring the change by using what I said earlier. Y'all right now, you wrote the word. I hope you wrote the word down. Experiential assets. Bring it to the table. Bring it with you. Spray it on. Spray on the confidence, baby. It's here.
You
It's
can buy that.
I'm just saying, you can just spray it. I'm spraying it right now, Sandra. It's confidence all over the screen right now. I believe. And if you believe, you can achieve.
Sure.
And you believe, you execute, you actually do it. You don't just talk it. You know, some of my friends, they had a song called Walk It Like You Talk It out of Atlanta, Georgia, Migos. All right. Walk it like you talk it. Yeah. That's it. Walk it like you talk it. If you're gonna speak it, you better act on it. You better walk and keep your gait straight. Your walk better be straight every day. Shout out to my boy Quavo, by the way. All right, Berkmar High School. But we just have to walk the walk. We can't sit here and talk. I'm not gonna sit here and preach. I'm just trying to teach. But what I am saying is the call to action is for everyone listening to us now. And I'm going to put it out there, Sarah. If anyone has questions, they can reach out to me directly.
Yeah, sure, they can.
Yeah, they can reach me.
Just a moment. Did you leave your social media details?
No, you know what? I have not. Okay,
when we have the 1 minute break, you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that. And so as we go into the break, I want everybody just to sit back, think about what I said, let it digest, let it sink in. And when we come back, we're going to bring it home.
True. Thank you.
Are you thinking of how to publish your book on Amazon or how to get your published book to become an Amazon bestseller book? Dip Insight Books is the perfect in-between solution in transforming your ideas into a book. We can help you with all the complicated parts of publishing, such as process TO transformation. What we do: full manuscript evaluation, receive quality assurance edit, full copy edit and final proofread to remove spelling and grammar mistakes, oversee your cover design, create your interior layout, publish and distribute your book, lock down your marketing strategy. Ghostwriting, where there is no manuscript. Our goal is to help you publish your book promptly. Contact us today at 404-740-9091. Email us at info@dipinsightworld.com. To start the submission process, check us out at www.books.dipinsightworld.com and submit your details. You can visit our Facebook page at Dip Insight World.
Welcome back. What a great session. Before we check if there's any comments, there's really no comment yet. I just want to do a recap for just anyone that is just coming on board, anyone just joining before you go on. Yeah, I am here with my friend, Jay Harris. He has spoken so much about change. Change is the only constant thing in life. If you're not changing, that means you're dead. But as much as possible, change is the only constant thing. And today, all he's talking about empowerment is the call to action. There is no better time than to take action now. It is said that the best time to have ever planted a tree was 20 years ago. And the next best time is now. So take that action now. Take it while afraid. Do it while afraid. Yes, the fears will come, but you have to do it. And that's where courage comes in. Courage means doing it afraid. Just try it out. Just like a little baby who is trying to work. He works wobbly and he falls then. He picks himself up. He continues to try it. And before you know it, he can run. He can kick a ball. He can jump. So it is. Take that move today. You spoke about change. Change is painful. Change is like pruning. But it is said that no pain, no gain without a pain. You can't go up without going through the pain, without putting in some work. So for you to be a star, you must have a scar to show. Where is the scar? People want to know what you've been through. People want to know where. People want you to share your story. So where have you been? Show me your scar if you are a star. So most of the people who have gone to battle, to fight battles, war, they have a scar to show for their success. Rightly. And you said you need to make a choice to go for change. You know, we are all sum total of the choices we made in time past. So find out where you are now. If you're not getting your life the way you want it to be, check out your choices. Maybe you're making the wrong choices. Go back to your drawing board, make the right choices, and you see things improving. Like you rightly said, blow the cap off. Go off. Take the roof off. overflow, go beyond, far and above. That was very significant for me. And getting a mentor, you cannot do this. Very critical in life. Like you rightly spoke, experiential assets cannot be bought. No money can buy. So you need people who have been ahead of you, who have gone through it, who can be a blessing to you, who can, shorten the journey for you. Aris is being through it. Maybe spend 20 years going through painful moments. But if you follow him or meet him as a mentor, he's going to shorten your circle, shorten the journey. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to make the same mistakes he made. He can tell you how he started and you can learn from him. And that's why I tell people no one is a self-made person. You're either helped by God or something else is helping you. So we have two things, either God or the devil. So we are all helped by God. And so rightly, let's just sit back as he takes us through the second half before we take call it today. But about 5-10 minutes, we'll be wrapping up. Okay, I have a comment here for you, Deborah Taylor. She's my mentor. She's in the Toastmaster. So I'll be watching. He said, I will be watching this repeatedly. I can't write fast enough to get all the nuggets of gold you have dropped on their part. That's a great one.
That's a really good one. Okay.
Thank you.
That's a good one. And I'm going to start out with saying that, and I say this often, is that greatness is not on sale this week. Success is not on discount. I mean, we got to work and we have to do certain things. And for me, I'm going back to talk about intentionality, because I say that when we live every day with intention, that's just a word. Live every day with intentions. Then we can change. We can do things. We can accomplish things. What do you intend to do tomorrow morning? Well, do you intend to get up and brush your teeth? Do you intend to get up and bathe? Do you intend to pick out the outfit that you're going to wear tomorrow? Those were intentional. Now, what do you plan on doing intentional about your life? Come on, work with me now. I'm just telling the truth. I ain't sugarcoating y'all, because I don't like too much sugar. All right. So I can't code it with that. But I can tell you the truth. When we talk about intention means, what's my plan for the next day? I sit here sometimes, I lay in the bed with my wife. I lay and, I done prayed on her back and everything. And I said, okay, what do you have for tomorrow? And she'll say, I got to do this and I got to do that and all that, the women stuff. Okay. And so I'll support her on it. But then she'll say, what do you have? And of course, I'm like, yeah, well, I have to do this and I have this and I have this, because we plan it all out. We plan it all out. And as I said, I'm going to be brief. I'm going to be brilliant, and then we're going to be gone. And so when I say be gone, it'll be after that I talk about this intention and this intentionality. What I'm going to ask everyone to do is to plan your day, make a schedule, have a plan, have it written out. What are you going to do? What are your goals? What do you intend to happen for you? Tomorrow's Saturday. So for a lot of us, we're saying, okay, what are we going to be doing? I know for one, like, we have another business here. We have a job in the morning that's going on. I have brand new courses that I'm developing to put out online. I got a new AI course that I'm teaching, actually giving it away practically, to show people how to use artificial intelligence in their work and business. So that's my intention. And then I'm going to church tomorrow evening. I'm going to go to church. And then we'll meet with Sandra. So I'm going to have this stuff written down. It's written already. And then Sunday, I'm going to Lime. I got my family coming over on Sunday. So I already know. And then Monday, I'm going to be leaving the island for more work, to do something, to help people. And Tuesday, the same thing. And Wednesday and Thursday. And come back Friday. So I have a plan. So it's not just made up. So tomorrow when you wake, think about it. What are you going to do? It's all intentional. When you get up in the morning, you bathe, you brush your teeth, you do your hair. We all do. We shave. We do all kinds of things. But what are we doing with our life? What are we doing with our business? What's the intentions for your business? I work with a lot of companies. Some small, but some large, like Nike. Nike is one of my biggest clients, and I work with the staff out there in Beaverton, Oregon, on their campus. And one of the things I'm saying, okay, what's your plan? Are you just here for a paycheck? Do you hope to grow? Do you plan to grow? And then when I go to the small entrepreneur, that person just started a business, I say the same thing. What's your plan? How are you going to grow? Yeah, my nephew started a company called Smooth Bully. I started a company for him, and he had an idea, a vision, what he wanted to do. And I said, let's go, let's rock. And right now it's a major player in apparel called Smooth Bully. And later on a trucking company. My son is a tech. He works on race cars like NASCAR and stuff like the drift cars and all that. EFI. I mean, big time. We've invested a lot of money in his schooling in the United States. And he's 21 years old and he's doing his thing. Why? Because he had a plan and he had intentions. And I said, get an accountability partner. Get somebody that's going to hold you accountable to what you say. See, what happens is when we make things public, we normally accomplish those goals. So if you have a goal and you say, I want to make it public, tell the world, let them see it. Put it on social media. Let everyone see what you're going to do. The hater's going to hate. The doubter's going to doubt. But those that support you are going to be right there beside you. They're going to buy in. They're going to trust the process. With that being said, Sandra, I want everybody to have a great J Day is what I'm going to say. I am pleased to be here. And sister, I thank you for the work that you are currently doing. Right now, you kind of sideways. I'm looking at you.
I was trying to copy your link so that I can post it on the comments. I don't know what I touched.
You touched something. Okay. But again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to not only allow me to be here with you. I know the great work that you are doing. I wish you were still back in Atlanta, where we love you in Atlanta. And I'll be headed back to Atlanta on the 29th for about a week. And then I'll be back here in Paradise on the beautiful island of Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago, West Indies is where I am now. This is where my home is. And so, I fly into the States every couple of weeks to handle business and come back to Paradise so I can sit on the beach. So
thank you so much. I appreciate your timing. Thank you so much. That's a great nugget. I think we have to come back days, and we might have to bring you again to tell us a story. How did you start, and how did you get there? Some people might just be thinking, "Oh, he just woke up into success." No, we like to know where you started from, how rough was the road, and we are glad you're here today, taking us on this ride. And I'm sure we have other comments.
I have ADHD, so I'm all over the place, and I was just excited to be here. But I started at the bottom, and I'm here right now. And very briefly, I tell everybody my story. I grew up in public housing in Newport News, Virginia. All right. That's where I started. I started my first businesses with paper routes. I didn't work them, but I had stacks and stacks of papers, and I hired the neighborhood kids to deliver my newspapers for me. I was the boss because I watched the drug dealers on the corner and watched what they were doing. And I said, I duplicate it with something legal. But it's a long story. I'll share it next time.
No problem. I'll call you. I'll let you know what date is available so we can talk. Thank you so much for your time. I really do want to appreciate you. And my regards to your sweetheart. And I will call it a day. Thank you so much. Our viewers, we want to thank you for being on this show. I also want to thank our guests for making the time to be here. And I want to tell you, like it's rightly said, leaders are people who knows it and share it with others. If this has been a blessing to you, you learned the Lord, share this with your loved ones, your friends. Let them learn the same nuggets you just got from Harris himself. And the world will be a better place if we all go out there to make the world a better place. Thank you so much, and do have a blessed evening. Bye. Thank you, sir.